Hey, it's Grace, and here's another unboxing. So, in the past week, I went to PopMart. I went to this anime store, well, two anime stores where I live, and I went a little crazy. I bought a lot of blind boxes, spent a lot of money. We're not going to talk about the total, but I already opened all the boxes, just warning you, and I'm going to show you what I got. And once again, my luck is horrible. I had to borrow my friend's luck for one of these, which I will show you at the end. So I went to PopMart, and if you're familiar, they're the ones who created Labubu dolls. They also do other IPs, and one of my favorites is Peach Riot. It's like these three preppy girls, and then this is just one of them. So I already own this girl, and then this girl. So this one's Poppy, this is Frankie, and this is Gigi. So these girls kind of have different storylines. And so I also own like the big like holiday themed dolls. I'm a little upset about that because in another video I'll show them, but I really like Gigi. Gigi is the ginger. She does not look exactly like the box design, so it threw me off for a little bit. Like Poppy and Frankie look exactly like what their box design is, but then Gigi's eyes are like looking like up to the side, but then in the cover, it's literally looking straight. So I was like, who made this executive decision to change their design? So I really wanted her as a maid, but then I opened it and then I was like, oh, catnip and a cat, like these little like minis and this stand, I believe. And so I'm like, I don't like ripping them officially. I like to look at the card. And then I was like, okay, I got Gigi. And I'm going to open it with you guys because I don't like opening it at the store. I just feel like me being klutzy, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to break it somehow, even though it's plastic. But this is what she looks like. She's listening to her music, walking her cat, and oh, okay. She likes, I have to click her on the clock, so she's just running out of time. I love Gigi, and I have a lot of different figurines of her. They're scattered everywhere, but I also really like Poppy, though. Okay, so that was the Peach Riot one, and so when I went to PopMart at the time, they had a deal where if you spent over $80, you get like a freebie. So me plus my friend, we bought a bunch of boxes. Our luck is horrible, which I'll get to in a minute, but this was the freebie where it was like the monsters, which is like the main, most popular version of PopMart stuff. So there's different characters in the monsters. So here are the different categories that you could have gotten. And I really wanted either the Labubu or the Taikoko, which is the skull one, like these two on the top. The one I didn't want was Peepo. I don't know. I didn't really want these two. Or this one. So guess which one that I got. Not too bad. I really liked Yaya. This is like a little devil. I'm like slurring my words. Yeah. It's also really hot because it's June, but it's summer, kind of. Not yet, but it feels like it. So Yaya looks cute on the box, but then I realized Yaya has nostrils. So this is what it looks like. It's actually really cute, in my opinion. I just wish, I feel like it'd be cuter without nostrils. But what's cool is that this is like, you could flip it inside out and then take the chain, the pearl chain off, and then you have a whole different Yaya. I think this is supposed to be like a earphone case, and it's actually really soft. I am not mad, but what's funny, we went back to PopMart and we literally got, I was the name. We got Peepo, And I was like, oh my God. I gave it to my friend. I was like, you can have it. He took it and then he gave it to his cats, and his cats are obsessed with it. Like, I thought that was like, you know what? It was free. If your cats love it, perfect. But I honestly like that this came with a pearl handle. I feel like you either just put it on your wrist like this, or you can like put it on your bag. Probably not with the pearl handle, it might snap. But honestly, I'm not mad. Honestly, I did want this one, so not too mad about that. And then here's where it was problematic. So if I'm really into One Piece, I am obsessed with it. I've grown up watching it, and I'm kind of like stuck with it in a way. But I also own a lot of Chopper merch, One Piece merch. Like, I have a lot of stuff. And then so I got this is what started my PopMart blind box obsession. I went to Korea with my friends, and literally I was like, but I don't want to get into this because I know I'm going to spend a lot of money. But then in Korea, the currency is slightly cheaper. So I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation. Why not? Big mistake. Basically, when I was there, I got Jinbei. I wanted anyone. Well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really want Usopp. I didn't really want Sabo. I didn't really want Frankie or Law or Brooke. I like the OGs. And so I was like, okay, I think I tried to base it on weight, and then I put Jinbei, and I was like, I don't want Jinbei. I want Chopper. And so my friend's like, let me buy you one. She pulls a random box, and it's of course Chopper. And so now I have Chopper and Jinbei. But during this trip with my friend, he pulled Jinbei, and I was like, we both didn't want him to get Jinbei, which was very unfortunate. So we went back to PopMart, and then he got two this time, and I got one. I was like, let me try it. I got Luffy. And I was like, okay, this is not bad. OG main character. But then he got Jinbei again. And then he got Nami. And I was like, I'll trade you to Luffy for the Nami. Because I'm like, I am obsessed with Nami. Nami's birthday is July 3rd. My birthday is July 2nd. In my head, if we go with the time difference, we have the same birthday. Because if Japan is July 3rd, at some point in America is July 2nd. So I love Nami. I plan to get her tattoo one day. And literally, I was just like, our luck fucking sucks. Because literally, I got another blind box for a different box. I got the same exact one. And I was like, why are the employees putting more boxes in one? So when you get a box set, they're all individually different. But then what happens is employees of the store will take out extra stock and just fill in the gaps. That fucks it up. Literally, you can pull the same thing, and I'm like, I've never had that happen at a PopMart, and I was surprised because usually other stores, they just restock when they can. But in PopMart, I'm like, you should restock when you're out, because then my odds are completely wrong, and I was so frustrated. But we ended up switching. I gave him my duplicate, and he gave me Jinbei. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna sell it for cheap because I already own Jinbei. I don't need a second one. I honestly think Jinbei is actually pretty cool. Like, when you look at the Labubu designs, his is actually a pretty cool design. He has 2 feet holders. Like, at the bottom, there's like a base, and his is pretty sturdy. Honestly, now I just want the Zoro one, and I think I'm good. But I got the Nami one. Since I'm selling the Jinbei one, I'll show you the Nami one. This one is... Oh, this is the Jinbei one. Don't want to open that one. So, like I said, I don't like opening it at the store. I don't know. I feel like someone might steal it, or I might just mess it up. But this is the Nami one. This is the card that I always check to see what I got before I open it. And so, I'm not mad. I like the OG characters. Luffy, I feel like I liked him a lot, but then over time it kind of... I think I just like Chopper more. So I was like, it's fine. Oh, wait. Okay, and it comes with accessories because it comes with her, like, tempo, Climatech tempo her weather stick. And then this is the base, which is shaped like a belly, which is perfect. Are the other ones like that? Where it's a belly, or is it just a coin? I think hers specifically is probably... Hold up. I have a chopper one right here. Nope, they're all belly. So this is the chopper one that I own. I was so happy when my friend won it because I was like, did I just use your luck up? So I have a lot of chopper stuff. So here is the Nami. So she is gonna... Well, I have to put in the stick, but she's gonna put it in. She has the Labubu ears and the teeth. This is her OG outfit, by the way. So I was like, I'll trade you Luffy for Nami. Say less. So I was really happy about that. So now I have 3 of the Straw Hats. I have Jinbei, Chopper, and Nami, which I still would like Zoro, please. And so now we go into the Demus. I really like Demus. I collect a lot of the Demus. Like I'm obsessed. So this is the one where I got a duplicate and then I gave it to my friend because I was like, fuck me. Okay, so this one is the Moments in Bloom Demu. So there's different series for each character, and that's why it's dangerous. I don't know if you can see it, but I have like a set of pastel Demu keychains. I was so tempted. I just remembered. I just ordered another Demu and I don't know where I put it. It's the newest series where it's like circus animals or just animals in general, and I got the rabbit one because I really wanted it. I don't remember where I put it. That is a search for another day. And so this is the one I got. This one, I'm not mad about it. It's called Hugging Spring. I really like the series. It's just out of all of them, it was kind of like lower on my list. I really wanted this guy. This guy looks like he's from like a music video when like a guy is floating and then something floats, like an isekai opening or something. Just different vibes. But honestly, look, I opened this one. This is the bag, which is super cute because like if you look at the other PopMart bags, it's literally just like a white bag. This one, however, like, is so cute. And so I pulled it and I was like, okay, I'm not mad. It's actually really cute. So this is the Demu, and it's holding a rose with like a butterfly and a flower. And I think it's just so cute. I love Demus. They always have a little hat over here, like a little face. And I think this is kind of perfect for spring, like a little centerpiece or a weight, really. And so I literally pulled the same duplicate and I was like, of all the odds, there's 12 boxes, there's 12 options, and I still pulled the same one. I would have been happy if it was literally any other one. And so I just gave it to my friend. I was like, we're trading. I'm sorry. Like, we either traded or I just gave it to him because I was like, I'm done. So that was like last week, but this week I bought like 3 more of a different series. This one is called Demu Missing Day. And it's like florally, but it's kind of like more artistic. So I got like these. There were a few that I didn't want. And of course, I got it. This one, I'm trying to see if my friend wants it because she really likes ducks. This is the duck one. Oh my god, there's a duck on the back. And so I'm not going to open that one because it's going to be a gift. But this one is... I was happy with this one. Let me show you the one that I didn't want first. So I got this one. So I do like this one, I will say. It's just my problem was that when I first saw it, I thought the doll didn't have a face. So this one has like a magazine that it's holding, which is the face. So I was like, is it like the face or not? So here, that's kind of cute. They have like the themes of it. This one is called A Story Only I Can Tell. And so I was like, oh, I almost dropped the book. The book comes separately. So there's an actual like comic here, and then this is what the comic cover looks like. See, like, Demus are so cute. Like, how could you not look at this and think it's not cute? Like, I love the packaging. I love it. Okay, so this one, I was like, okay, I can see why it's cute. Like, I read so much. And then when I found out that the book is separate, I was like, thank God. Oh my God. Like, okay, I am not mad because when you see them in person, they're so much cuter. So this is the Demu. He's like on the back of his head, he has like a question mark. And then on his head, it's like, cool. And so basically, like, let me show you the full effect. So he's reading this comic. And then this is the cover. I think it's like a superhero manga kind of thing. And so if you look at the hands, there's like holes for him to hold it. So you just do this, push it in, and so full effect. This is why I thought I didn't want it, but then he does have a face, and I think that detail is so cool. Like, look at that. This is me, literally on a daily basis, except I haven't touched a physical book in a while, even though I own several danmeis. Yeah, I just prefer EPUB just because I'm always on the go. I have a adult job, unfortunately. And then this one, I was so happy. I was like, okay, this wasn't like my number one choice, but I'm not mad. This one is called Soaking in a Dream. And like, look at that. He's in a bathtub with flowers. I don't know what flowers those are, but like the back, there's a cat. Is there a cat in this? I freaking hope so. So, oh, this one doesn't have like an extra prop or whatever. And so, interesting. This one didn't come with a plastic like the other one did, but like it comes with like a little like cushion. Like, look at this. It's so cute. It's a gramophone kind of thing. It's like a flower. He's like sleeping in the bath, and like look at the sconces and like the gold, the detail in the bathtub with the music. Like, you're so cute. And the top of his head has music notes, which is adorable. I'm very tempted to get more of these because like I love this and I don't need more figurines. I really don't. But like they're so cute. I really wanted the upside down one. I can't talk right now. This one right here is so cute in real life. It's called Soul Trails. I want what I want, but I can't have it because my luck sucks. And then here is the piece de la resistance for this video, or at least I think so. I like hamsters. Like, okay, so context. When I was a kid, like elementary school, they made me write a book and they let you choose whatever topic of interest you have. I chose hamsters, and I learned that hamsters are actually really disturbing. I also learned that a lot of animals are disturbing when you learn more about their habits and stuff, like penguins. If you know, you know, nature. But hamsters eat their young when they're stressed out. It could be for whatever reason. They also like are very feral, but they're adorable, and I'm so obsessed with them. Like, I love Scumvillain. My favorite character is Shang Qinghua, who is kind of like a side character, but honestly, he's like a second lead in a way. He gets related to being a hamster, and I'm like, this is life. We've made a full circle. Hamsters all the way. I've never owned hamsters. My sister have, and I want to own it. But I have a dog right now, and I feel like my dog would want to kill it. He freaks out over rats, and I think they're too similar in the family that he might freak out. He might like it, I don't know, but I was like, we're not risking it. I'll get a hamster later. So I feel like I've seen this series around, but this is new apparently. It's called Hampang. It's a Korean one. I'm pretty sure I saw it in Korean, but I didn't buy it for some reason. Or maybe I bought a different version of it. But there's 6 designs and 1 secret, and like look how cute these are. They're hamsters with food. 2 things I love. So I was like, I need to buy this. Let me test my luck. So this time I weighed them in my hand. I was like, okay, clearly the macaron one is the one that I want. This one. Clearly this weighs the least. And then my friend was like, oh, you don't think the espresso one will weigh the least? And I was like, don't say that. Like, I don't want the espresso one. And of course, with my luck, it was the freaking espresso one. But I'm not mad. Also, this is freaking adorable. I haven't looked at it yet. What are those called? They're like the these where like when you when it shifts, there's a something nacular. I forgot the term for it, but like this is actually really cool. And like the hamsters on the back. This has a lot of pieces, and so I'm going to show you all of it. So, see, I love the packaging. This one is Korean. The ones that I open up till now are all Chinese brands or Chinese origin. This one is Korean origin. And Korea also has a bunch of like, they have a bunch of blind boxes. I think just Asia. And like, okay, I have bought this series before, but it was called something else. Okay, this is the espresso hamster. He's sleeping. There's a bunch of like extra pieces that it came with. So this is the teacup saucer. Sometimes I hate that there's a lot of plastic in all of these. My box cutter. Because what I like to do is I like to slash it up. So like in the event that it ends up in the ocean, no animals will get harmed. But I try my best, but it's so hard. Not gonna lie, I feel like I could use this for like alcohol, like as a shot glass. It's adorable. And then it came with fake packets of sugar, which I thought it was actually pretty cute. I was like, I've worked out as a barista before at Starbucks. So I'm not mad at sugar and coffee and like espresso. But like, look, this is the fake sugar packet. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah. You saw it, kind of. It says sugar and then it says hampang. So hampang, if, don't quote me on this, but like it's hamster and pang, which is like bread in Korean. And so I think that's why they named it. So this is the coffee base. You kind of see through the lighting. This guy goes, he fits like a little glove. And then I put him in the teacup. Let me space this properly. I didn't space it properly. Ooh, okay. I want him to sit like this. I guess I could have adjusted it separately, but this is the espresso hamster. He's just sleeping in coffee. I'll use a hand trick. That is adorable, but not my favorite. So I just go back online and I'm like, hey, I tell my friend, who by the way won like a big prize that day. She's a huge Naruto fan, so she won this huge, like literally this big Sasuke doll. Just great luck. So I was like, just grab me a box, like whatever. At this point, I'll take whatever. I open it right outside of the store. It's the freaking macaroon one, and I was like, oh my god, like you did it. Like, oh my god, this is everything. I was like, great. I would have been okay with anything else, but I was like, the macarons. And like, I don't know if you can see this, but like the macarons are so cute. And I really like these cards. These are actually pretty sturdy. And so let's open it. You know what's funny? I actually looked at what the secret is. It's basically this version, but then it's green and this is like a melon flavor. And I was like, that's the secret. You can't do something else. I don't know what other. There is jelly pudding, macaron, cookies and cream, honey toast, strawberry souffle, and espresso. Avocado toast, but that's not sweet. Ooh, they should have done a Mont Blanc. I tried a Mont Blanc one. I'm not very into like chestnut flavor stuff or like nut flavor stuff, but like, look at how cute this is. He's eating a macaron. Funny enough, I love macaron. Like, I don't know why. I just do. I like the dainty stuff in life. This one, it has several pieces, and all of them are individually wrapped, which is kind of annoying. One day I'm gonna hurt myself opening these. One day I woke up and I can no longer do this. I don't know what happened. Like, I have the same arm strength as before, but I physically can't open like chips anymore. Okay, I need to figure out how this connects. I need the box. Okay, so this one has the hamster. This is actually really cute. These are the pieces. This is a hamster macaron. And can I say, so for my birthday a few years ago, my friend literally shows up to my apartment and literally has me a box of macarons shaped like the Shangqinghua hamster that I drew on my Instagram, like my art Instagram. And I was like, she made them into macarons. And like, they were delicious, by the way. And I was like, so surprised. Like, they were exactly the way I drew them. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. Like, this is giving that vibe. Like, the macro. This is kind of what it looked like. Obviously, the design is like the hampang, but I really appreciated that. Like, it wasn't even my birthday. I think it was like a few days before my birthday, and she just came by, and I was like, oh my God, not expecting it. I also forgot to show you the sugar. So it's supposed to be like this, where, oh, there's like, you know, when you have sugar and then you like put it on the saucer. Yeah. I kind of happy that I got a drink and food. I think this is the only drink. Yeah, it's the only drink. Okay, wait. This one goes here. Oh, okay. So the notches are specifically shaped so you won't mess with them. Excuse me? There is a scratch. There is a brown scratch on you, and you're white. It's okay. If I put this on correctly, I won't notice it. I hope. Oh, these are like very fitted. Hold up. I have to do this like perfectly or it won't line up. I'm confuzzled. Okay, as you see me struggle. Okay. Look, it has a little butt too. This is the bottom. This is the macaron. And this is, it's hard with the sugar. It keeps falling off. This is the sugar. I think this is a pretty cute set together. Like, come on. I am pretty happy with the haul. I gotta say, out of all of these, I did love this one, but this one takes a cake. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. And those are all the boxes that I got this past 2 weeks. As you can tell, and these are not cheap, so do with that as you will. I spend a lot of money and I clearly have an addiction, but I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. So I'll see you next time. Bye.